Deep in the woods, an old village still follows an ancient pact. And tonight they're hungry. You won't see the ending coming. It was late at night, and the forest was dark and deep. My friends and I were lost. We had been walking for hours, trying to find our way out. Then we saw a light in the distance. Hope surged through me. Maybe we would find help. Maybe we'd find a road, a house, anything to get us out of there. As we got closer, we realized it was a village, a collection of huts and houses huddled together like they were hiding from something. There were no roads leading to it, and no electricity, just the faint glow of oil lamps spilling out from between the wooden walls. It was unsettling, but we had to keep moving. That's when we saw the people. They were watching us from their doorways, faces pale in the lamplight, eyes like chips of obsidian. A man stepped out from the crowd. He had skin like old parchment and eyes that twinkled like distant stars. He approached us, his footsteps silent on the soft earth. "You've come," he said, his voice a low rumble. "We've been expecting you." He gestured to the village. "You are welcome here. Come, share our feast." We thanked him, but we couldn't accept his offer. We told him we had to keep moving, that we couldn't stay. But he only smiled, a sad, knowing smile. "You misunderstand," he said. "You cannot leave. Not tonight." Confused and a little frightened, we followed him to the center of the village. There was a massive pit in the ground, almost like a giant's footprint. And around it were torches, strange symbols carved into them. The villagers were gathered around the torches, chanting in a language that sounded like grinding stones and rustling leaves. The old man stopped in front of us and turned. His face was creased with worry. "I am sorry," he said, "but you have broken the pact." We were confused. What pact? "The earth," the old man said. "The earth remembers who steps on her soil. She demands tribute." He looked at us, his eyes filled with sorrow. "And you," he said, "you are her due." Before we could react, the villagers began to move in on us, their faces illuminated by the torchlight, their eyes gleaming with a terrible hunger. They reached out, bony fingers gnarled like roots, and dragged us down into the pit. I screamed, my voice echoing in the darkness, but no one came to save me. I struggled against the dirt and the rocks, but it was no use. I was trapped. Then, as suddenly as it began, it stopped. The screams, the struggle, the fear, all gone. And in the silence that followed, I heard the crunching of bones and the sound of flesh being torn. I buried my head in the dirt, trying to block out the sounds, but it was too late. They were hungry, and we were their dinner. The ending was never in doubt. After all, they'd been expecting us,